Hi guys, welcome back to another... You were about to drink your own. Okay, welcome back to another Cafecito con Daisy. Today is gonna be what is it, Tipsy Thursday? I just realized it's not gonna be like uploaded on Thursday, probably tomorrow. But anyways, this is gonna be a different addition to my Cafecito con Daisy because we clearly have mimosas. I already had my coffee today, so yeah, I really crooked. Okay, but I have a special guest, my girl helper here. So today, as promised, as I said on my Instagram, guys, we're gonna be talking about marriage and relationships. So as many of y'all know, I do not have, actually I don't want to expose myself, but I don't have a fair share of like relationships advice or anything because I got married when I was like 17, so Anthony has been my like, not my only like super serious relationship, but like my most lasted hardworking relationship. Is that like a good way to say it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I guess to start off, I'll give you guys like a background of like mine and Anthony's like relationship or whatever. We met through one of his cousins. I'm just gonna kind of keep it short because it's a long story. But I was best friends with one of his cousins and that's how we met. I was still in high school. I was actually a junior, I think. Yeah, a junior in high school. He was a senior, I think he was a senior when I met him, and I was a junior and I was going on to my senior year. Yeah. So the second semester I ended up moving to his school and then we kind of like hit it off from there. He wanted to join the Air Force at first and then he was like, no, I'm joining the Marine Corps. So he ended up joining. So I was like with him throughout his like whole like boot camp experience and everything. And then when he came back, he was stationed in North Carolina and he was like, hey, like as any little boot you would call it would be like, hey, like let's get married. So literally we got married when I was 17. I was still a senior in high school. I was literally about to finish. Yeah, that's like literally it. And he was already like stationed, so as soon as I graduated, no, for spring break I went to North Carolina. We got married in North Carolina, and then I came back, finished my school year, and then we got married. Or no, we were already married. and then I moved to North Carolina. And yeah, that's like literally how we started. We've been like together ever since. Now we're like on 5-6 years married, which is super fucking crazy. Like together it's like 8 years. Yeah, 9 years.
Alfonso and I, we met while he was stationed in Northern Virginia and I was living there. I just moved back.
You had just moved to Virginia, right?
No, I moved back.
From where?
From Florida. I moved back from Florida.
Okay.
To help out my family with my grandmother. She'd fallen ill and I work in medicine, so I came back to help them take care of her. And my friend and I were at a bar and grill and these loud drunk Marines were next to us. So
that's like a typical like
meet,
like, oh, we met at a bar.
That's why I say bar and grill. Like a little better. I never tabled.
Oh my god.
And when they asked us to sit with them, I said no. Because I did not want a Marine. I did not want military. I did not want any of that.
Because your dad was military, right?
I knew better. I knew way better. And then, you know, 3 years later. So we ended up dating for 7 months. And no, even sooner. We'd only been dating 4 months. And he got orders overseas. And he told me he'd be gone for 2 years. And I decided to wait for him.
That is crazy.
And we got married exactly 1 year from the day we met. Not planned, none of that. It just happened to work out. And I'm actually his second wife. So he's had his first go around. And he is older. He's 7 years older.
Oh, really?
He's old.
I didn't know you guys were that much apart.
Yeah, he's old.
7?
7 years.
Is it true that they're more mature when they're older?
I think he got a lot of his mistakes with the first one. I think, yeah.
So I guess a little more mature?
More mature. I don't want to say they listen more, but they are a little bit like more patient. Like their egos have toned down. Yeah. So they're a little bit more like willing to listen and work on it, and they're not so, they don't think they know everything.
Yeah.
Because they've actually been around the block to learn a little bit.
Yeah. I feel like that has like its goods though, because like with me and Anthony, we literally learned everything together.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Like, we learned to... This is our first marriage, like, as... Well, I mean, both of us, like, on our own. So it's like we're having to learn everything as we go. Like, if I could give any advice, it's like to not give up when you're in your hard times. It's like, just get over it. Because, like, for us, like, not every day is like, oh my God, like, we're in a movie. It's, like, beautiful. Like, literally, it's not. Like, there's days where I'm like, I literally can't. And then I get over that day, and there's days where I'm like, oh my God, like, this is so amazing. But it's, like, really getting past, like, that hard...
A lot of it is like perspective too. Just because it's a bad time doesn't mean it's the wrong person. And that is what like
bad time.
Just because you're going through a bad time doesn't mean they're the wrong person.
Okay. Because you hear that a lot though. You hear like people saying like or what do they say? It's not the wrong person, it's the wrong time or something. Have you heard that?
No.
You've never heard that?
I've heard like we grew apart, we grew into different people.
I've always heard that, like, they're not the wrong person, it's the wrong time. Or, yeah.
Because, like, you do go through the bad times, like the super, super bad times.
I feel like you also have to pay attention to your partner. Like,
oh, big time.
Yeah, like, pay attention to the way that they're acting. Like, you may be doing something that's really pissing them off, and they won't. Like, Anthony, he's very closed. Super, super closed. Like, he has zero emotions. Like, he will not express to me when something's bugging him, so I have to literally read him. But like I feel like if you pay attention, like you can tell when something's like off or right.
You have to. It just a lot of it can't be like about you. Like what are they giving me? Or I had a bad day, so they have to make it better.
Yeah,
it can't be. And like as females, we do tend to be in that mindset of like, what are they doing for me? Like, what are they giving me? What attention are they giving me?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they need that too in return. And the more we give it, they do, what's the word?
Like, you
respond and like repeat
yeah.
They do give it back.
No, that's so true.
They have to feel seen too. It can't just be like, every day, bring me flowers, give me a massage, brush my hair.
But it's like, what are you doing in return for that? That's like the whole term, like, what is it? Happy wife, happy life. Yeah. I like totally I know I agree with you, but I also see where that comes from because like ever since I had expressed like what was bugging me to him, I've noticed like little things and like it makes me want to actually like do stuff for him. Like before I would be like, oh my God, like it felt like a chore, like I have to do all this stuff just for me to get this in return. But like since he's been taking like the initiative to like do all these like little things that I like literally expressed to him, it makes it feel more natural for me to like return it. That makes sense. Like that's where I feel like that term comes from. Like happy wife, happy life.
It just can't be like exploited. Like that selfish like me. Like
But I do think it definitely works both ways. Like you do have to.
And the happier you make him, the more he'll like focus on you, and the more you focus on him.
Yeah,
I said that backwards, but it goes like both ways. Like you have to feed into each other, and also you have to be willing to give in. You have to just recognize who your partner is, and before you get into marriage or relationship, don't ever for a second think, I'd be happier if this about them changed. Right. Because they're never going to change. And you really shouldn't want them to, because you wouldn't want you to change either. Yeah.
That's like super good advice, because you
got to give them that room to be them. Even if it annoys the crap out of you, you have to find some way to love it.
Yeah.
Because no person wants to spend their life trying to be something that they're not.
Right.
I don't want to live that way. So, it bothers me that, like, certain tics that he has.
Yeah.
But I also never want him to stop being him. And that's what comes with it. So I'm not going to be that nagging wife.
Yeah, because so many people get like, they put so much effort in trying to change the person instead of actually communicating. Like, I feel like you know who you're getting yourself in a relationship with before you even get in a relationship with them. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. Like, you know what you're getting into.
Right.
And don't even if you have the butterflies. Yeah, you still see what you see. And that's where, like, people say communication is the key, and it really is, but a lot of people don't realize communication is like those small things too.
I was about to say, it's not just verbal.
Yeah,
like, it's not. Definitely, you have to pay attention to actions too.
It's giving them the room to be them. So like, one of my favorite pieces of advice my dad gave me was he said, you don't have to pick every battle. And that has completely changed my mindset, because there have been days that my husband's come home and he had a bad day or whatnot, and he had a little bit of attitude, and he kind of snapped at me.
Yeah.
And I want to go, like, who do you think you're talking to?
Yeah.
But instead, in my head, I was like, no, maybe he needs this moment to be upset.
Like, just let him be pissed off. Yeah.
And that's where the communication comes in, and I go, hey, do you need 5 minutes? Like, are you upset? And that's when 9 times out of 10, he checks himself, and he goes, I'm sorry. He's like, yeah, I just need to chill for a minute.
Yeah.
And that's both communication and just letting them be them. Because I know I sometimes too, like, I need moments to just be,
just like,
yeah. Do your parents give you like a piece of like marriage advice? Don't do it.
no, they didn't give me advice.
None? Oh, what?
No.
What about now?
No.
Like, and I told him, I'm like, dude,
You're drunk.
I'm not.
I'm about to give you a shot.
Please do.
How important is sex in your relationship?
1,000,000% important.
Dude, I couldn't even like finish the question. Do you think Alf feels the same way? Like, he thinks that like he prioritizes like sex?
We are flipped. I have a much higher drive than he does.
And I feel like us, it's the opposite. Like, his is way higher than like mine is.
No, mine is like, I'm not gonna get explicit, but like, wake me up with it, let's have a lunchtime with it, let's go to bed with. So when I'm happy, I want to do it. When I'm angry, I want to do it.
I'm super emotional.
But like, how do you channel it? Like, when you feel those emotions strongly?
I cry. I literally cry. I cry for everything.
Like happiness?
Yeah. Like we were talking about the other day, like we were talking about like morning sex. Like, I am not a morning sex person. I am just not.
It's my favorite way to wake up.
Like, I just feel like it's
Favorite
disgusting.
way.
It's
because it's from behind. I'm not seeing your face. I'm not smelling your breath. I'm just letting, like, you're letting me know you woke up happy next to me.
But see, but that's crazy because like I feel like sex is not sex without like what do you call it, like foreplay?
Oh,
Dude, we're getting like a little X-rated right now, but it's okay.
No.
It's a part of marriage and relationships.
It's a big part. Huge.
But no, like like, dude, I don't just want your eggplant in my, what is it, eggplant content? My, this. Okay, like, I need some effort. Like, I just don't, that's why I guess
like,
I don't
what if he woke up in the morning and spooned you and was like, just brushing your hair and like kissing your shoulder? Would that get you?
No.
Okay, I am, after this shot, I'm starting to feel it. So, marriage question. I gotta pee soon. Where do you see Nguthi in 5 years?
In 5 years?
Okay, 10 years. Let's make it 10.
10. That'll be what, like
2030.
In 2030, I see us having a fat bank account for one.
I thought you were gonna say fat baby.
No! A fat bank account, bitch.
Oh my god, I almost died.
Did I go up your nose? I feel like I felt that go up.
I want to say a fat baby.
No! That's funny because people always go straight to kids at first.
But you said fat.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like a little
account.
chubby, like
PhD.
gordito. Like,
yeah, no. I see, that's the first thing I see is a fat bank account, and that's what we're gonna have. That's what we're working on. And in 10 years, I feel like I'm gonna be like 32. So I feel like
you're younger than me.
Yeah. So at 32, I feel like me and Anthony, like we're gonna have. It's just gonna be. We're gonna be so successful. I fucking know it. And kids.
How many?
I think at least 2.
Boys or girls or both?
I think both. Yeah, I think I want both. I think I'm a girl mom. Like, I think I would, and I think Anthony is a girl dad. Like, he's meant to have. He's just okay. He has no emotions towards me, but like towards like Miley and Chavi is like our dogs. You guys, Lord Jesus, I'm like, they're his children, and he
so
shows.
True.
Yes,
so true.
They're his freaking kids. So like
true.
No, he's definitely like a girl dad. Like, he loves those little things right there. I like passed out. Where is Travis?
Oh,
no, it probably is.
Are you happy that you got married so young?
Yes, but I do not recommend it to just anybody because I feel like we got very lucky.
Yes.
Very, very lucky because most of a lot of the people that I've seen around me that got married really young, they don't last. Like, they don't last. But I think since I was in high school, I was super, super mature. Like, I just thought, I don't know why. I think because my mom was always working when I was young. So, like, I had to have that role for, like, my brothers and sisters. So So like I had that like like a more mature mentality, and I feel like it's exact same for Anthony. So it's like we were 17, but we were like 20 years old getting married. Like I feel like we felt like we were a little bit older. So no, I don't regret it, but I do think that we did get lucky.
No, you did it. Well, that's
not lucky. I was about to say.
My husband, his first wife, he was 21. So he was a little bit younger still to get married, and they didn't last. And a lot of it, they tell you marriages work, but what I've found, we're going on 3 years, so it's still fairly new, but it's so much work on and in yourself. Not even just like the relationship. You discover it's you and who you want to be as a partner, and how much you love and give, and how much you can go, this is not about me. Yeah. Marriage is really those moments where it's not self-serving. And it's the two biggest things. It's not about self-serving, and it's not about changing the person. So if you can go in your relationship knowing that most of the work's going to be right here, that, and the other person as well, because it takes two. And that's where you said, like, how do you know? If you see that in the other person, that they want to grow within themselves too, then that's how the two match up and you build something. Yeah. But, like, you know, Alfonso and his wife, ex-wife, I'm the new wife. There wasn't that mindset. So, okay, to end this Cafecito con Daisy, guys, even though it's mimosas with me, but I do think that my biggest tip, honestly, for any relationship, this goes for relationships and marriages, like, I feel like, one, do not try and change the other person. Like, that is my biggest thing. And I said that in one of the videos that me and Anthony did together. It's so true, though. Yeah, it's like, so true. You're gonna literally live your whole relationship trying to change this other person. Like, instead of trying to change them, like, communicate. Yeah. Like, because it's such a false, like, it's unrealistic. It's an unrealistic expectation that you have of your relationship or your marriage. It's not something you'd want done to yourself, though. Right. Like, so don't change someone else. Yeah. And I feel like it's not about, like, changing the other person. It's literally communicating, like, to them what you like, what you don't like. And people listen. Like, humans are not stupid. Their brains are not stupid. Like, if they want to act a certain way, they can. Are you happy with who you are as a spouse and as you? Because they really do go together. No, they do. Yeah. There's not a lot of separation. You have to literally make sure that you're happy with yourself in order to make someone else happy. I've never actually understood that until I've been through that. Like, I've noticed when I'm on my hard times, I make Anthony even more miserable. Like, I've noticed that. Like, I've gone through my whole share of, like, oh, like, I just hate myself. Like, I hate the way I look. And he feels it. Yeah. But it's like, when you are actually working on yourself and you feel confident and you're, like, you feel like you look good, oh my god, like, you can just see the difference that it makes in your relationship. I've seen a difference in mine. Like, and also, like, a lot of it is, like, learning to check yourself. Like, I'm the same way. If I'm having a bad day, I make it a bad day for him. And lately, like, when I said you don't have to pick every battle, Alfonso would do something, and the old Hope would have been like, whoa, and I would have started that fight. And then the Hope that's kind of grown went, I don't need to do that. And I'm so proud of that. Just because good, I'm having a bad day doesn't mean I take it out on him. And to see that I used to and now I don't, it makes me feel good. I feel like I, as an individual, gain something. Yeah, no, you definitely see a difference. But, like, with Anthony, like, I've learned that, like, he has his soft side. Like, he acts all fucking like... Dude, he's a Pisces. Yeah, like, he acts like he's a man, but, like, no. Dude, you might, like, you... He's got a huge heart. No, he does. He does. A big heart. A super big heart. That's why, like, I know I've gotten lucky with him because I know other guys are not like this, but that's also your fault for fucking choosing the wrong men. And it all comes back to, don't think you can change them. And 100%... That's why I say to be sure of who you're getting in a relationship with. Don't think you can change them. A podcast. Do not think, dude, right? School. Do not I'm gonna crop that out though. If they loved me, they would change. No, that's not love. Last thing my dad told me, I was in 7th grade, and my dad, like, we tight. That's our thing to say to each other. And he told me, he said, Hope, boys are not birds with broken wings. What does that mean? You cannot fix them to fly. You can't nurture and mend their wing back and spoon feed them and give them love and kindness and they'll fly. No. That is not how men work. They will never fly in the way you want them to.
Yeah.
Don't get a broken bird. You will not fix it.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
My dad told me that in 7th grade so that I wouldn't date. Are we allowed to curse on here?
Yeah,
he told me that so I wouldn't date fuckboys. He said never go out there to fix a person. Boys are not birds with broken wings. Don't fix them to fly.
But that's so true. Like, you pick who you get in a relationship with. If they're already showing signs when you're in the relationship, girl, you really want to marry that?
And that's when you lose yourself.
Yes, because you try so hard
to fix them.
Yep, and to change them.
That's when women say, I lost myself in the marriage. You didn't have yourself from the beginning because it was never about you. It was about fixing someone else.
Right.
Which is a disservice to them. It's a disservice to you. Yep. And this time we have here is so valuable.
Like, don't waste it. Like, do not waste it trying to change someone.
Like, you deserve better. And we don't care what they deserve because... let them be broken like winged over there. It doesn't matter.
It's so sad though. I've seen so many people, like women do that where they're like, oh my god, but this, or he showed this. Yes, he may have chosen to do that in that one period of time, but it's not who he is though. It's not who he is. And I feel like people know deep down inside who the person is.
Their gut.
Listen to that. Like, so my final piece of advice, guys, is don't change. Do not try to change the other person. Like, and then because you just lose yourself in the mix of it. Like, just no from the jump. Listen to your gut, because your gut will literally tell you if this person is right for you. If you're
so good.
See, but I feel like, okay, because I was about to say, like, you shouldn't second guess. Like, if you're second guessing your marriage, like, then it's not right. But then I'm like, no, because that doesn't necessarily mean it's not right. I feel like like your gut just tells you.
Make sure the reason you're not second guessing it is because of you issues. Your internal stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure if you're second guessing it that it's about them and their stuff they've done, not stuff like I'm scared, like, because people have shit they've been through.
Yeah.
People are bad at accepting love. People are
here we go again.
I know. People are attracted to toxic relationships, and this is all speaking from very personal experience. This is not labeling anybody else but this person right here.
Yeah. That's why I thought it would be cool, because they come from someone who got married very, very young, and someone who actually had like kind of experience in like the whole like dating scene and all that. Yeah. Because I honestly, like, if I could be honest, I never had like a whole, especially me grown, like what is dating? Like, I don't fucking know. Well, I know there's Tinder. I know they got Tinder now.
I never had a Tinder though.
Oh, but I know it's like how people fucking meet nowadays.
My sister met her boyfriend through Bumble, and my girlfriend married her guy through Bumble.
No, it's crazy.
So that's
changed. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do that. That's too much.
Yeah.
This person and that person, and I go, whew.
Dude, that's a lot. That's like literally
to these people.
You're like literally online shopping for a fucking dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
But you have to, like, I don't know,
like,
my personality.
You have to market yourself.
Yeah.
On there.
That's all, and a lot of it is mask wearing too. You have to, like, be your best self, which I guess is dating in person.
It's marketing. It's literally you have to market yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'd be on there and be like, oh, I can do my makeup. I could be 2 different bitches in one. Like,
and you also have, like,
but don't ask me to cook and clean.
All of us are complex. Like, I love to shoot guns and do Krav Maga, which is Israeli hand-to-hand combat. But I also love facials and to get my nails done. So how do I put that in? Like, I can kick ass, but
don't fuck with me.
Like, I'm low-key a cantaloupe. I bruise easy. Like, you know. That's a Charlie's Angel. That's it.
A Charlie's Angel?
That's a Charlie's Angel.
Oh.
Very multi-dimensional. Very complex.
What?
God.
Okay. I guess you can give your last piece of advice now. That was my advice. So you can.
My advice would be, because everybody in my family has had, there's nobody in my family, aunts or uncles, that have had divorces. Nobody.
Oh yeah, because your parents are still together.
My parents.
Dude, that's another topic. That's another topic. We could literally go back to like how our like past lives, not past lives. Childhood.
I have a lot of marriage advice, and I got a lot of real talk.
My parents are not together, so
yeah. See, and we still have the same marriage shit. But my biggest advice that I've learned from all the successful marriages I've seen is when you're picking somebody, you gotta laugh.
Laugh.
It's so simple. But if that is the person, because like we were both saying, sometimes that pursuit, it does die out. And as much as you tell them, I miss when you did this, it does kind of go away. And especially when you get kids, it does go away. But if you have somebody that you laugh with, and when you're 80 years old and you look back and you don't remember the bad times and the hard times, which are gonna come, they're inevitable for all of us, and instead of remembering all those hard times, you remember all the times this person made you laugh over the smallest things. And that laughter is also what will get you through the hard times. So when you're picking a partner, make sure you guys just laugh together over silly, small stuff. It's so big. It's gonna help. Like they say, communication's important. I think being with somebody that you can laugh with is just as important.
Like or like have like more good times and bad times.
Yes, or somebody like, even if you're going through this shit together, if you guys can laugh about the smallest things and have those moments of joy, there's no better partner to be with. You have to someone that just brings joy, not in the sexual way, not in the flowers way.
But like truly like feeds your soul.
Yes,
like,
just that pure joy in those small things.
Yeah,
that's to me a huge. That's the biggest piece I've learned.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna end this before we get a little too much. But thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, thank you so much for starring in my Cafecito con Daisy today. Tipsy Thursday edition. I have to keep saying that, Tipsy Thursday edition, because people are gonna be like, "Where the fuck is your cafe?"
Oh no, this is Tipsy Thursday.
Yeah,
but we figured. Thank you for having me.
No, it was fun. It was so much fun. It literally gives two different perspectives, right?
But we both, like we were saying before,
so relatable. Like you can.
That's why honesty and openness, because we're two different perspectives, and we really have the same not exact, but along the lines of concerns and issues and things that come up. So
no, for sure.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to see, if you guys want to see a part 2, go ahead and comment down below, and we'll see you guys on our next, hopefully our next relationship / marriage Cafecito con Daisy. Bye guys. Oh yeah.
Bye.